What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mixing with Thesis. Today we'll be talking about getting to know your DAW. Okay, so let's get into it. So, what's a DAW? A DAW is a digital audio workstation. This is where all the magic happens. This is where you record your vocals into your beats. This is where everything happens, where the mixing, the mastering. This is it. Okay, so I'm just gonna get you familiar with everything that's happening here. First up, we are going to look at where you find your files. Click here, this thing called the view browser. Now the view browser shows you your files. So this is where your packs go. Okay, now what do you do when you've got this? You click on the view channel rack, right? So as you can see, these are the instruments or files that we're going to use in order to make our beat, right? So if I click on one, drag, let go, just left clicking and then drag here, and then you can see if I click on it, you have it. So this is the browser, the view browser, where you can browse all your instruments, and this is the channel rack where you put all your instruments. Think of it as a shelf whereby you buy stock here and then you just take and put on your shelf, right? So you can just click here and okay, so that's how it works. Now the other thing is that you have your playlist. So your playlist is like the layout, right? The layout for whatever is happening. Okay, so if I put this here, click play, you can't see it here, right? But as you can see, there's a pattern here and there's a pattern there. Okay, so you can click, hold, drag, and then play. Okay, now you can see that pattern 1 must match with pattern 1 in order for you to be able to play pattern 1. Okay, you can duplicate this as many as you like. It's up to you. Or you can add, I just call it P2. Okay, and then you can click on maybe okay, drag it here and then click on the metronome. Okay, once you've got that, and then you drag this here, and then you just press play like this. Okay, and then put in a hi-hat, and then we just like every 2 steps, and, or maybe every 4/7. Okay, so this is our P2, our pattern 2, and then as you can see, this channel rack represents this pattern. So every time you add a pattern, it changes the channel rack, right? So if I put in pattern 3, you'll notice that automatically we go to the next pattern, and then the channel rack is clean again, you see. But if I click here and here, these are 2 different patterns and they display 2 different information. So that is how you make your beats. But we're not done. there's this thing called the mixer channel. Now the mixer channel is this thing which has lots and lots of channels. Okay, as you can see here, there's nothing here, but as soon as I put this on 2 or 1, look at that. So this means that you want to assign this audio information into this channel rack. Okay, so if I choose 1 and let go, see what happens. Now I can decrease the volume, increase the volume. You see, I can also do that with the more I add on, the more control I have of the instrument. I can take this to the left, right, left, right, or I can change this to the left and that to the right. Okay, so those are the basic things you need to know before using your DAW. And then once you've got this, you can start adding third-party plugins to modulate and have fun with your instruments. So I'm gonna put in some EQ. Yeah, sounds punchy. Or maybe I just want to cut. Or maybe I just want a high cut. Okay. So those are the things you need to know and start practicing in order to get an understanding on how to use your DAW. Okay, this is where you get all your instruments. This is where you put the instruments and start making loops, and this is where you get to have control over your loops. And this part here, this is where you get to create and make something out of your loops. Start having a complete track by using these patterns and making a beat from them. Our main aim is to get something like this. So that's it for now. We don't want to make our videos too long. See you in the next video where we start making our beat.